It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Here comes Webster. He's going to bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And frankly, this is the type of game that a great quarterback relishes because 0-2 on the road, everything's against him and his team. No one can expect them to win. Sometimes you band together real tight in that situation, and if he plays really well, they've got a chance to get that done.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll decide to keep this once more. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stanley. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And there's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Looking to throw. Holt. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Rolling to his right. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. 17-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Throwing on first down. Holt. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Or they run the option on second down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. Up the middle they go. It's Stanley. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Stanley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The Bears at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room. But they do have to start winning some games.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Holt. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are back within a score. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. On second down now, it's Stanley. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Off play action, Holt. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Holt. He'll buy some time. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw. Holt. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 22-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
He's going to keep this again. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Off play action. Holt. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now they try the right side here. He'll get this down to the 38. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Looking to throw. Holt. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Now they'll pitch it out here. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stanley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Stanley, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His third rushing touchdown on the year, and the Bears have got it back to within a score. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground, and they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So unable to throw. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field. And
he's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 33 yards that time. Now a handoff looking right. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle they go. Stanley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Operating from the gun. Holt.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Back to throw. Holt
over the middle, and that's caught by Komet.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now third down and 6 to go.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past.
And it'll be intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the football.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Tennessee.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. it isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And boy, he did it there.
On second down, it's Stanley, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. On second down now, it's Stanley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Hey, alert 3.
Back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
So they make the decision they want to.
On the double.
15 the night. I got 15.
Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw.
Able to find Komet.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, go.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
19 tight, 19 tight.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play. Getting into midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Titans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for